everything, I got everything. I cannot complain, I don't even know how much I really made. I forgot, it's a lie. Fuck that, never mind what I got. Nigga, don't watch that, cause I came up, that's all me. Stay true, that's all me. No help, that's all me. All me for real.
Now guys, as you can probably see from the title, this vlog isn't the usual vlog that you would get from me. Now this isn't a shopping spree, it's something a bit more serious than that. It's about taxes. And in this vlog, I'm going to be paying off more than £100,000 in taxes. Yes, more than £100,000 in taxes. Now I've got quite a lot of students who are making money from their online business, and every day I get messages from students saying, Jordan, how do I pay my taxes? How much do I need to pay? And it kind of made me realize that not only would this vlog be beneficial, but in schools and in the curriculum, they should teach us about taxes. When I was in school, they didn't teach us about taxes. So a lot of people, when they do kind of leave school, leave university and try to start up their own business, they go through a lot of tax issues. And I feel like in schools, they should be able to teach us this, because we're gonna need to use it one way or another when we go into the real world. Now, many celebrities, we're talking Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Floyd Mayweather, Nelly, T.I., and guys, the list goes on and on. So many celebrities have been accused in court of not paying the right taxes. And trust me on this one, when you don't pay the right taxes, HMRC will be outside your door in a flash. So trust me guys, it's very important that you guys know about taxes, and I'm going to be teaching you guys more about taxes so that when you do finish watching this vlog, you're going to know more about taxes than you did before you watch this vlog. Now, you guys are probably thinking, Jordan, who makes up the rules about tax? Now it's the Chancellor, and the Chancellor in Parliament releases a budget every year on the tax rate. It's usually about during March, April times, he releases a budget. And he's in charge of the tax rates. That's why sometimes the tax rates can change and differ from year to year. But guys, we have no option but to pay tax and follow the rules. Now guys, before I pay off the £100,000 plus in taxes that I currently owe the HMRC, let me first educate you a bit on how taxes really works. Now there's personal tax, there's corporation tax, and there's VAT. Now let me first explain to you about personal tax. And obviously personal tax is the tax that you have to pay as an individual. Now the good thing about personal tax is that £12,570, now remember that number, £12,570 is your personal allowance. So you're not taxed on that amount. So if you make, for example, £60,000 as a personal individual, £12,570 isn't taxed automatically. They only tax you on that £48,000 because they automatically deduct the £12,570. Now here's where it gets a bit tricky. If you earn over £100,000, that £12,570, which is supposed to be not taxed, starts to get reduced. And that's why a lot of rich people complain about taxes, because they're having to pay more tax now because their personal allowance of £12,570 starts to go down. Now if you earn over £125,140, your personal allowance is gone. So you no longer have that £12,570, which technically shouldn't be taxed. It's now reduced. Now guys, I'm going to put a little grid up here. And this little grid or table is from the Gov website, and it will teach you and explain to you the different amounts of tax that you have to pay depending on how much you earn. Now remember, the personal allowance is £12,570 if you earn below 100k, because if you go over 100k it gets reduced, and then over 125,140 your personal allowance is completely taken away. So let's just assume you earn below 100,000. That 12,570 doesn't get taxed. An additional £33,700 is taxed at 20%. So £33,700 is taxed at 20%. 12,570 isn't taxed at all. Now anything over that gets taxed at 40%. So now you can kind of imagine how the people earning over like the 60Ks, the 70Ks, they're getting taxed at 40%. But remember, the 33,700 is only taxed at 20%, 12,570 isn't taxed at all. Now, let's just assume someone earns £80,000 every single month. Now remember, from the 80,000, 12,570 doesn't get taxed. So that leaves you with 67,430. From that 67,430, 33,700 gets taxed at 20%. That leaves the remaining 29,730 taxed at 40%. So if you tax 29,730 by 40%, that's £11,892. From the 33,700, which is taxed at 20%, that's 7,540. So if you add the 7,540 plus the 11,892, that's just under 20k in tax from the initial 80,000 that person made in a financial year. Now that I've explained to you guys about personal tax, let me explain to you guys about business tax, which is basically corporation tax. Now, a lot of millionaires and a lot of rich people get taxed a lot on their business, and they do it on purpose rather than getting taxed on personal tax. Because at the end of the day, corporation tax is much more less than personal tax. That's why a lot of people put a lot of their incomes through their business so that they pay less tax. Now with corporation tax, you get taxed at 19% of your profits. So it's not as high as personal tax, but it's still quite high. And by 2023, corporation tax will go from 19% to 25%. Now the Chancellor's made that decision. It's quite annoying. A lot of businessmen, a lot of businesswomen have been really annoyed by this because it's gone up. So we're going to be technically getting taxed more. Now, when you pay your taxes, you get something called a UTR number, and that's a special unique number that the HMRC now recognizes you for. So of course, when you start to pay taxes, you would get a special UTR number. Always keep that number safe. And when you do call up to pay your taxes, they would ask you what a UTR number is. You would give it to them, and that's how they would have identified you. Now, you pay your corporation tax maybe, I would say, once a year, or usually every 9 months and 1 day after the financial year at most. But a lot of people pay it quicker, but usually pay your taxes once every year. Now what I'm going to do is explain to you guys about VAT. Now VAT is directly linked to your business. Now if your business makes over £85,000 every year in sales, then you now have to pay VAT. Now with VAT, you have to pay it every 3 months, and it's at 20% of your sales. Every 3 months, no matter what you make, if you make 100k in 3 months, you have to pay 20% VAT. Now when you guys go to restaurants or stuff like that, you will normally see VAT on the receipt, and that's because the business or the restaurant or whatever is making over 85,000, so they have to now pay VAT, and you pay it every quarter. So every 3 months you need to pay VAT. But if you have a small business and your business isn't making more than £85,000 in sales, then of course you don't have to pay it. Now some of you guys may be wondering, Jordan, how do you pay your taxes? Now there are different ways for you to pay your taxes. Now of course in this vlog I'm going to be paying my taxes of over 100k on the phone. I'm going to simply call them up and make the payment. You can also pay via bank transfer, via check. You can also create an online account with gov.uk, make like a little personal tax account and pay that way as well, where you'll be given a login and stuff like that. I personally pay over the phone, but there are different ways for you to pay your taxes. And of course, you guys should definitely have an accountant, and he'll be kind of telling you the amount of tax you need to pay. But of course, if you guys have any further questions, I'm gonna put HMRC's number here. Feel free to give them a call, and they will definitely be able to like help you and just teach you some things about taxes that you probably need to know. So now, enough of the talking. I really hope you found this part of the vlog very informative for any of you guys looking to start up a business, or for any of you guys already involved in a business. Because think about it, either way, you have to pay your taxes. Now, unfortunately, I can't pay my taxes right now because their offices are closed. But tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be sat at this very sofa, making a payment of over £100,000 in taxes. And you guys are gonna see it live. And me personally, I'm gonna make the payment over the phone. But as I said earlier, you can make their payment in different types of ways. I'll see you tomorrow. Enough of the talking. £100,000 in taxes off to the HMRC. So I've literally just woken up now. I'm ready to pay my taxes, but first I'm gonna make some breakfast. Gonna probably make some eggs, beans, sausages, to get me energized for the rest of the day, and then I'm gonna make the payment. So I'll see you in the kitchen. Now for breakfast today, guys, I've got some beans, sausages, and some eggs. I've also got some fruits as well. I've got to make sure that I'm eating my 5 a day. Tropical juice as well goes really nice with this type of breakfast. And guys, to complement all of that, you can see it is quite sunny today for a change. So I had to eat outside on the balcony to kind of make the most of this weather. Now today is the day where I pay off over £100,000 in taxes. Now I'm not just gonna look at you guys and say I'm excited about doing this, because at the end of the day, it is over 100k leaving my bank account. Now I've got my Beats Pro speakers here as well, so you guys can actually hear this conversation live. So what I'm gonna do now is call them, and for those of you guys wondering what their number is, it's 0300 200 3300. So I'm gonna call them now, and it is connected to my speakers.
Revenue and Customs. To help deal with your query, you will ask for your national insurance number. Please have this ready.
Sometimes the waiting times can be quite long, but I'll wait. So answering that any minute now.
Digit UTR number, please.
My UTR number is 1 minute. So 2 seconds. So my UTR number is
Can I see the name of the business you're calling out to the please? And the first line of the address and postcode, please.
so as in the office address or the registered? Which one do you want? Pardon?
If you just tell me the one point. And what was the other one, please?
So the postcode is
Can you say your name and position in the company, please?
Lord Messoud, Director.
How can I help today?
So I like to have some taxes. If you see on the system, you'll be able to see that I have some money outstanding that needs to be paid.
Yes.
Could you just let me know the amount so that we're on the same page?
Right. Up to today with any interest that is due on them, it is 29554.18.
29554. Yes.
0.18.
Okay, am I able to pay that now, please?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, I would like to.
By debit card.
Correct, yes. So guys, obviously he's just getting ready to take the payment. I've got one payment I have to call in the VAT as well to pay off another. So yeah, let me just pay off this one and then we'll be able to move on. HMRC take for ages sometimes to take payment, but we'll have to.
Right, that's secured for you. So when you're ready, if you'd like to enter the 16-digit card number, please, on the keypad.
Oh, do I have to enter it into here? Okay, no worries. Yep, all done.
Right, that's just checking the card number for you. Right, MasterCard Maestro. There's a 0.1% charge with that card, which is £29.55. Are you happy to proceed?
How much?
£29.55.
Yeah, that's fine.
1.1%.
Yeah.
Right. Can you enter the 4-digit expiry date, please? And the 3 digits on the back of the card, please.
All done?
Right, just processing. Right, that's successfully gone through. I don't want to send you now. Thanks very much. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. So now off to VAT, just paid off just under £30,000. I'm gonna make another payment now, and this one's quite hefty. So, hello.
Good morning, it's HMRC. Can I take the VAT registration number, please?
Yep, let me get the VAT number for you. Give me just a second. So my VAT number is...
Just put that in to see what that brings up. Just bear with me 1 moment.
No worries.
Can you just confirm the name of the company today, please? First line of the address and postcode for that, please. Are you going to make a payment today?
Yes, I'm ready to make payment. I think I would have to pay via sort code and account number because I don't think a large amount that I owe now is going to be available just by me giving you my card details.
Right, so are you aware of the outstanding amounts on this account?
Correct. Could you just confirm it for me? You can?
Okay, so it's showing us £76,070.05.
Correct.
Are you going to make this payment today?
Correct. I want to pay
And how will you be making that payment?
bank transfer if that's okay. I would like to pay via transfer.
Yeah. Okay, so for the HMRC VAT payments,
Okay.
you need to be paying it to sort code 083200.
080 who? Say that again, please.
No, 083200.
Correct. Got that.
And the account number is 1196.
1196.
Yeah, 3155. And that account number and sort code will be relevant to all of your VAT payments.
Okay. No problem. And then what name should I put on the payee name?
It's HMRC, the bank details are HMRC VAT.
Okay, no problem.
And obviously the reference to which it relates is your VAT number, the 9-digit number. What, the amount you owe?
Yes.
Yeah, it's £76,070
Yes.
and 5 pence.
And that payment has been sent. You should have definitely received it.
That's fine. As long as you've got a reference number, that's fine.
Alright, thank you so much. Have a great day, and yeah, thanks.
Yeah, take care. Goodbye.
Bye. Payment to, well, obviously, spoken to HMRC now for 41 minutes. So that's all been done. So I'm gonna lock off now. So as you can see, guys, I've made 5 payments, well, 4 big payments, which totals to over £100,000 in taxes. Oops, sorry. So yeah, over £100,000 in taxes. And yeah, I had to pay it via bank transfer because they wasn't allowing me to pay it over the phone. My card kept on rejecting the payment for some reason. So the colleague at HMRC kindly gave me their sort code and account number, and then I made the transfers. Of course, the hefty one was the last one of £68,400, but it's all paid now. And this is something you guys are going to be doing as well once you start to earn more and more money from whatever business that you guys will be running. Tax plays a big part, so I'm glad to obviously share this experience with you guys, to not only show you my tax but also show you, like, you know, give you some knowledge into this, man, because they don't teach you this in school. And if I didn't make these type of payments, the charges that would have incurred would have been hefty. So glad to have educated you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog.